what everybody's here for.
Clothes and food?
No.
A water skiing squirrel, that's
Twiggy,
right.
the water skiing squirrel. Come on, let's go.
I think we're a little early. Wait.
How's everybody doing here in North America today?
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, hello. My name is Tony. I am Twiggy's mommy. I'm also Twiggy's trainer. And while we're at it, I am the maid, the chef, the servant, you name it, I'm that for
He
Twiggy.
is from Asia,
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Yes, he's a Prevost squirrel, and he is a cutie. So if you go to our social media at Twiggy's Inc., you can follow along with his raising his duh baby. She's 3 years old and she's been water skiing for 2 years. There she goes! Ladies and gentlemen, Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel. Good girl. Okay, let's go one more. So training your squirrel's a lot like training your fiance. It takes a lot of love, a lot of attention, and repeating yourself over and over. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Know what movie they've seen Twiggy in by the end of the show. So
Yeah, you're wearing a hint on your shirt.
I am
Yeah.
a hint of burgundy.
That squirrel can water ski.
Yes, he can water ski. That was a clip from the movie Anchorman.
It's also on Disney's Broken Karaoke. Squirrels just want to have fun.
Plus, she's also the only water skiing squirrel in the world. Give her a round of applause.
Look at, we're here with Twiggy's mom and dad, Chuck and Tony.
Hanging out.
We just saw Twiggy's show. It was amazing, you guys.
It's been packed. You got to get here quick.
It's been packed. I know. We were
All
like,
the floors have been packed,
yeah,
actually.
but
No, you're
I gotta
fine.
say,
You're good.
okay, it is impossible not to smile when you see a water skiing squirrel.
It makes everybody go nuts.
You guys, there were people up there that were
I know.
freaking out. You guys have mega fans.
The best reaction is when you have a middle-aged man rolling around on the floor laughing. That is the best.
that.
You're
Yeah.
girl.
We also love your message on water safety
Absolutely.
and wearing life jackets. It's so important, and we really want to get that message out to people.
Yes, for sure.
And I also have one other question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there is a Disney tie, because, you know, we love Disney. Can you tell me how the Disney cameo happened on Broken Karaoke?
So it was funny. We kind of just got a phone call one day, and I thought it was a joke because it was they left a voicemail because I didn't answer it, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're with Disney. We're wanting to work with Twiggy on a video, and can you call me
Disney-
back?"
so
Yeah,
cool.
Disney just reached out to us. Squirrels just want to have fun. Needed to have Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel,
Yeah.
in that
I
music
agree.
video.
It was awesome, like to be able to work with Disney and be able to like have something out of the ordinary that a lot of people don't get to work with Disney, and we got to. So it's exciting
Well,
for
you
us.
deserve it. I want a close-up of that of your shirts.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
This is from the Anchorman.
Yeah, that squirrel can water ski.
I get a chance too a little bit here.
All right.
You can have a chance.
And I gotta say, I wanted to be that guy that got the life vest put on with the tail on the back.
Oh, we gotta
do you
go
want me to
grab
do
it.
that for you?
We gotta make
Hold
it.
on.
I
now.
would-
Hold
hold
on.
on, I
We gotta
would-
grab it now.
It was a great part of the show. You do a lot of interacting
Yeah.
with people that have shown up today, and he pulled this dad from the crowd that was a little hesitant,
Very.
but you keep it going and get him to do it, and he put this vest on. This is gonna turn out to be like Chris Farley, big man in a little suit, but
Yes.
here it is.
Here we go.
Let me see.
Let me
see.
do the honors. There we go. All right.
Big man in a little. And so he had him put this on and did all the water skiing poses, wasn't getting down far enough. So,
Yeah, just don't pee in the pool. That's what we like to say.
So it was great. So one thing I want to go back to, and you mentioned it a lot, is the first Twiggy was acquired in '78, right?
Yes.
And in '79 is when the water skiing started to try, right? They started developing it.
That's when the first show was booked in 1979.
September 20th, 1979.
Florida, right?
Yeah.
No, it was actually
wasn't?
here in Minneapolis.
The first one?
The very first show was
started
here
in Florida.
Right.
But the first show was up here.
Yeah.
Really?
It was St. Paul. It was a home show, actually, with the Home Builders Association in St. Paul. That was the very first show on September 20th or 21st. I can't remember exactly.
What year?
1979.
Getting it started so early, you were obviously growing up with this.
Yeah.
How were you feeling? Well, yeah, but once it started, you were in it.
We know you're old.
When you were young, I'm old too. I was born in 1967. I say youthful 56.
Absolutely.
But how did you feel as a kid with your parents operating the original show?
You know, I don't think I really understood at a young age.
Yeah.
But I will say I love the traveling and being able to go to shows and meet. I made a whole bunch of good friendships that I still have to this day at shows all across the U.S. We're taking our kids and their involvement is like what I was doing with
the old school traveling road show of the family.
Yeah, for sure. And get to just we weren't doing Mall of America back then, but we were doing a lot of boat shows and events. And now to be able to take it to a bigger stage and the kids come along with it, they appreciate it, they love it, and it's exciting to be able to do all the traveling that we get to do.
Because you were going to be a stockbroker? Did I hear that right? Is that real?
You really did do your research. Yeah, I studied for my broker exam, and I missed it by a few points, and I went to take it again. And actually what happened, my mom, she wasn't going to retire. And so she was in a really bad accident and actually wrecked her truck and trailer. And she said, you know what, this is my time. I'm going to go ahead and retire. And that was the year I was like, Mom, let me take it over. And that was in 2018. I took it over in 19.
So when did you come into Chuck's life?
Yeah, so we met over our mutual love of roller skating. And 3 years later, I quit my job at the hospital and I came to work with Squirrel.
So what year was that when you met him?
3 years ago.
Oh.
We knew each other as teenagers.
Yeah.
So
we grew up in the same skating rink.
Yeah.
So you were already doing the show at that point.
Well, sort of, because then COVID hit.
COVID hit. I took over, and my first tour was in 19. COVID hit, shut it down. We just did a Nickelodeon special, and that was pretty much it in that 2-year time span.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's Unleashed.
And then when things kind of opened back up, that's when I was like, hey, if you want to go ahead and quit your job and go on the road with me.
He needed me. He was begging
How did you feel about that? Were you skeptical at all about diving in?
No
pun intended.
I was so burnt out working at a hospital that I could not wait to work with squirrels. It was during
You got
COVID.
lucky in many ways, right?
Oh yeah, he got a whole package
I didn't
deal
know
of it.
that her love for animals and all that when we first started dating. That actually happened way after, and it just so happened that she has a really good bond with animals, and I will say she spoils the crap out of our squirrels.
So when you met, you didn't say, how do you feel about water skiing squirrels?
No.
And you were
No.
like,
No.
At first it was like, oh, that's your thing, and I was working at the hospital, so it was like my thing, and then all throughout COVID I was just burnt out by the end of it.
the whole time I've been thinking, and I don't want to get too emotional here,
Yeah.
but the story of your dad,
Absolutely.
although tragic, I just think he'd be so proud
Yes.
of you carrying on
Yeah.
and doing the show.
Go ahead.
That's the legacy. At first it started out as a cute, talented squirrel.
Right.
We don't talk about the whole meaning behind Twiggy in the show, but when Chuck Sr. lost his life in a boating accident in '97, his mom created that life jacket out of a koozie can. and she created that life jacket, and now the squirrel has meaning to wear the life jacket, to encourage everybody to wear their life jacket when they're out on the water, out on the boat, and she's now the spokesanimal for the National Safe Boating Council's Wear It campaign.
And I was on the boat when my dad lost his life. So to be able to continue on in his legacy, I mean, I always thought it was going to be roller skating, to be honest. Like, I was.
Because they owned a roller rink?
My grandfather started his first roller rink in '60, right? And my dad had a huge love for roller skating, and he actually sold his roller skating rink in '96 because he was going to go on tour full time with Twiggy, because Twiggy turned into something bigger than he was unexpectedly.
Right.
And in '97 was when he lost his wife. So then that's when my mom had to regroup and was like, I don't know what I want to do, but she had so many people like, hey, like, if you need our help, we really would love to have Twiggy. And that's why my mom's like, all right, let's put a life jacket on the squirrel and let's water safety.
Well, and it was exposed how much that show meant to a lot of people, I'm sure, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
So how many shows are you typically doing now? Because I see it goes across the United States all year round.
We try to keep it max at 25 shows a year.
Okay.
I think this year was 26, but yeah.
Yeah, we're on tour for a few months, we're home for a few months, so we have that on, off kind of balance.
I really think that you need to do the rock shirt on tour.
Yes.
Twiggy shirt.
Okay.
I mean, come on. You're now on tour for
I
real.
know. We need a tour shirt.
You got a mini tour bus up, you know. We need laminates now,
Yes.
backstage laminates. I'm wondering if there's any thoughts of pulling in the recreation of the Arthur Fonzarelli from Happy Days famous shark jump.
You're the first person that said it this weekend, actually. And like I said to the last person, that actually killed that show. I don't want to try that.
I know. I really appreciate you guys giving us a couple minutes to talk to you.
No, it was fun.
Like we said, we love the story. You can always go on twiggysinc.com.
Yes.
The merch, you can buy it there.
Yes.
We bought some merch today. There's a sweet hat.
Yes.
I got a debut. I do a lot of hats with zip-tied characters on it.
Oh, nice.
So you know I'm going to have to create one to zip-tie to your Twiggy.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome. All right.
Yeah.
We'll stay tuned for that.
So thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.